Okay, today we're going to be looking at using multiplication facts to work out division facts. Now, if we look at something like 15 divided by 3, eventually we just want to know that straight away because it's going to make us really quick and confident mathematicians. However, we can also work it out using things that we know. So if I draw a little model here, a little diagram, I know that 15 divided by 3 gives me something. The opposite, the inverse of division, if I go this way, the opposite of dividing is multiplying. So something times 3 is 15. And maybe I know that because often people are a bit more confident with their multiplying. So what times 3 is 15? Well, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh yeah, 5 times 3 is 15. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. Let's look at this one here. 32 divided by 8. Let's do the same thing. So 32 divided by 8 is something. So something times 8 is 32. Well, I can count 8. 8, 16, 24, 32. Oh, 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 divided by 8 is 4. Same here. Well, I've just seen that 32 divided by 8 is 4. So I reckon I know 32 divided by 4 must be 8. 8 times 4 is 32. Notice the connection between these two sets of questions. What about this final one? 24 divided by 6 is something. So something times 6 is 24. Well, 6, 12, 18, 24. 4 times 6 is 24. So your turn. Really test yourself. You might think you can do this straight away, but actually, just using some of these strategies that I'm showing you can really help your brain to form connections as well. So it's really important. It's just not just about getting the answer, remember, it's also about can we explain and figure out what the process is too. So have a go, pause the video, unpause when you're ready. Okay, so we end up with something times 5, 4 times 5 is 20. 24 divided by 8 is something. Something times 8 is 24. Well, 8, 16, 24. 3 times 8 is 24. What about this one then? I've halved now what I'm dividing by. So I predict it's going to be 6 because I've halved this, so I'm going to have to double this part to get the same answer. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Oh yeah, times by 6. And 12 divided by 3 is something. So something times 3 is 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 times 3 is 12. What happens when you've got a missing part like this? Very similar process. 36 divided by something is 9. So now the difference is we know the 36. We know our 9. We just don't know what we're dividing by. We don't know what we're timesing by. Well, 9 times what is 36? 9 times 4 is 36. Again, we know 16, we know 4, but what are we dividing by? Well, I don't know. Let's do it the other way around. 4 times what is 16? Well, 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 times 4 is 16. So we must have been dividing by 4 as well. And then what divided by 5 is 6? Well, by 6, sorry, is 5. Well, we know we were dividing by 6. We know that gives us 5. So let's do the inverse. 5 times 6 is what? Well, 5 times 6 is 30. 30 divided by 6 is 5. Your turn. Again, really think about how you can use these models to help you. So I'll start you off with this first one. Divided by something is 3. So 12, 3 times something is 12. Pause the video. Off you go. Okay, so I know 3 times 4 is 12, so I know 12 divided by 4 must be 3. I'm using my number facts, my multiplication facts, because I'm really confident with those to support me. 6 times what? I know 6 times 8 is 48, so 48 divided by 8 must be 6. And finally, something divided by 8 is 7, so 7 times 8 is 56. Now I'm just going to start you off on this one because it's part of your independent task, but just so you're really clear what's going on. With this sort of grid, each box is the result of multiplying the number at the side and the number at the top that meet. So 2 and 2 meet here. 2 times 2 is 4. Here, this would be 2 times 5 is 10, etc. The problem is, for instance, here, I know 3 times something, times whatever this number is here, is 12. So, 3 times 4 is 12. So 4 must be here. So now I can work out, well, this space is 5 times 4, which is 20, etc., etc. So go to your independent tasks, see how you get on. This is the sort of thing you can post on Class Dojo to earn some extra points when you're finished.